Hello, this is a check-in with, I guess I'm up to Canto 14 of Orlando Furioso by Ludovico Aristo. Now, I have confessed already in these discussions, I'm kind of lost. I forget who is who and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'll talk about the Canto 14 at the end of this, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through the plot on Wikipedia. I'm going to read the plot out on Wikipedia with maybe some little interjections of my own and see if I can figure out where I'm up to on the plot here to try and get the plot again. So yeah, this is all from Wikipedia. Um, so the action of Orlando Furioso takes place against the background of the war between the Christian Emperor Charlemagne and the Saracen king of Africa, Agramante. Key thing that I was slightly confused about, who has invaded Europe to avenge the death of his father, Troiano. Agramante and his allies, who include Marsilio, the king of Spain, and the boastful warrior Rodomonte, besiege Charlemagne in Paris. So I think the boastful warrior. So yes, Agramante's allies. So Agramante's ally, and he is the Saracen king of Africa. His allies are the king of Spain, Marsilio, and the boastful warrior Rodomonte, who I will have to look up his particulars. Actually, I can just, his name is in, let's see if I can see what it says about Rodomonte. He's a major character in the Italian epic. He is the king of Sarza. So yes, the guy who's been butchering at the end of chapter of Canto 14 is Rodomonte. He is the king of Sarza and Algiers, and he's the leader of the Saracen army which besieges Charlemagne. He is in love with, yes, Dorlice, the princess of Granada, but she elopes. Doesn't elope with her rival. He tries to seduce Isabella, but she but yeah, that's plot spoiler stuff there. Okay, but that gives me a little hint on Rodomonte. They besiege Charlemagne in Paris. Meanwhile, Orlando, Charlemagne's most famous paladin, has been tempted to forget his duty to protect the emperor because of his love for the pagan princess Angelica, who wants nothing to do with him. At the beginning of the poem, Angelica escapes from the castle of the Bavarian king, Duke Nemo, and Orlando sets off in pursuit. The two meet with various adventures, separate adventures, until Angelica saves a wounded Saracen infantryman. Okay, that's more plot spoilers. Yeah, when Orlando learns the truth, he's gonna go mad. Okay, so that, boy, we've galloped right through. We've galloped probably all the way past what I'm doing here, in the thing. But yeah, okay. So Rodomonte he's on the opposing side from the Christians. He's on the there is the Emperor Charlemagne, and there is Orlando on one side, and then there is then there's Agramante and Rodomonte on the other side of things. And I think, yes, okay. And another important plot line involves the love between the female Christian warrior Bradamante and the Saracen Ruggiero. So we have this theme of we've got Orlando, who loves the Saracen, I think she's Saracen, Angelica, the pagan princess Angelica, and then we've got which is one of the reasons why it's hard to keep everything in thing, is yes, we have the love between the female Christian warrior Bradamante and the Saracen Ruggiero, and they have to endure many vicissitudes. Ruggiero is taken captive by the sorceress. Oh yeah, the sorcerers. Okay, but he's first enchanted by Atlante, but then Atlante dumps Ruggiero off on this winged horse by Alcina, and he has to be freed from her magic island. He has to avoid, the appointment of his foster father, the wizard Atlante, who does not want him to fight or see the world outside of his iron castle because he's looking into the stars. It's revealed that if Rogerio converts himself to Christianity, he will die. He doesn't know this, so when he finally gets a chance, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, we're getting spoilers again. The epic contains many other characters, oh sure does, including Orlando's cousin, the paladin Ronaldo, who is also in love with Angelica, and the thief Brunello, who has the ring that Bradamante takes from him. The Sarci and Faru, Scarapante, the king of Circassia, and a leading Sarci knight, and the tragic heroine Isabella. So, okay, that gives me a little bit of a kind of like, oh, okay, catch up. What Canto 14 has been a big, oh god, at the beginning of this, there's just such a list of all the players, of all the dudes. Agramante lines up his troops to find out what he's got left. We do all that. And at that and then there is the big action set piece, or at least the start of it, because it cuts off in the middle of it, where the, as they say, the boastful warrior Rodamante, what's his name again? Is that, see, now I'm, where the hell is it? Okay, Orlando Furioso. We got all the translators, and okay, that's why I was on the wrong thing. The plot, yes, and then we have Rodamonte coming and attacking Paris and just butchering everybody in sight. Like, they talk about him cutting pates off of people's heads. They're just killing everybody. But the tricky French, have a plan, which is they give up the first walls, and then they've got what sounds like a big ditch dug between the two, which is people are just piling into. The French leader is just forcing his men to hold out. They're making a really good fight of it. But what they look like they've done is they've lined the whole place with explosives. And it's going to be one of these things of the Sarcians are going to get in there and they're going to just blow the shit out of them all. I don't know if that's going to affect Rodamonte. I'm going to go with Rodamonte, because I believe he has got this amazing armor of Hector's. Is he the one who's got the amazing army of Hector? I don't know if it says. Yes, Rodamonte's prowess is only matched by his arrogance and boasting. His name is the source of the expression rodomontade, meaning bragging or talking, which I've never heard of myself. It's also synonymous with what is it? Synonymous with, like, strength and courage. Yeah. Yes, and it said that he's a son of Oleno and a descendant of the biblical giant Nimrod, from whom he inherited his massive sword, which was too heavy for an ordinary man to lift. Well, and actually, there's a thing here on Atlantes. There's a powerful soldier featured in Chantons de Guess. He was actually in the Orlando Immorto. This is Orlando Furioso is like fan fiction or a sequel, but he was in Orlando's Immorto, where he's known as Lante, the magician that fears that Rogerios will convert to Christianity and aid Charlemagne the Sarcians. And it's funny because they switch it slightly. He's not just, they fear that he's going to switch sides, but that he's going to die, and he loves them so much that he doesn't want him to die, is why he's he does this. Okay, well, this is a guy reading out Wikipedia articles, but I've hopefully sometimes just I find just like I have to tape myself doing stuff to actually get myself to do stuff. I hopefully have kind of got myself a little bit clearer on Orlando Furioso, because it is just so easy with reading this such piecemeal that it makes it very difficult to kind of keep myself on track on this stuff. So yeah, that is my check-in of Orlando Furioso, Canto 14, and then on to Canto 15 next. All right, more videos later.